Guess Who classic. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've done a lesson. I've been dealing with headaches, and as the day wears on I get double vision from being tired post-stroke. But my doctor says this should really resolve itself by November, so that's what I'm looking forward to, is Thanksgiving. But in the meantime, I'm trying to still kind of play guitar when I can or feel like it, and get my memory going, because that's been a little bit of an issue too. So beautiful song here. There's actually two guitars, but I'm playing it so you'll be able to learn it and play it as one guitar. So for this song, we're capoed at the 4th fret, so I'll speak to that as open. So if you see me doing this, that's a C chord, even though we're capoed at 4. Okay, so we can consider capo 0. So to start this song off with, we're going to go to a C chord, and we're going to strike the 5th string at the 3rd fret, and then pluck through the C chord, and then we'll put our first finger down on the 1st string, our pinky down on the 1st string at the 3rd fret. So we have this. Then we strum a D from the 4th through the 1st. Alright, and then we're going to move to a G. And what you're doing, don't play a full G chord, just play the bottom half, 6th and 4th string, and through maybe the 3rd string, because you're going to come into the 2nd string at 3, and then to an A. So I just lay my middle finger down for an A, and I don't play the 1st string. Alright, so what I have so far is this, and I've written this out so it'll help you. Okay, so you can see how that flows. It's a very pretty opening. Now, the next part, we're going to go back to that 1st C note, and then strum through the chord, and then we're going to do the lick with our pinky. So that first part of this next measure is playing the root of the C chord, the 5th string on the 3rd fret, and we'll play 3, 2, 1, and then what we do is hit the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, open to the 1st string, back to 1 on the 2nd string. So we have this. Okay, then we move to a D chord, and what we're going to play is the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. And if you hit the 1st, that's fine. And then we go back to the 3rd at the 2nd fret. We don't move, we're just playing the note at the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and 2nd fret of the 1st string. Alright, so all together, let me show you that second half of the measure. Then we move to a G chord, and this will be like a G 5th. You don't want to really if you put your first finger down on the 5th string, just mute it, because you want more rather than a full chord, so it's more of a G 5th. And play it with your small or middle finger on the 1st string, so your pinky can stretch from 3 to 5. Okay, so we're going to go. Then we hit it again, 3 to 5 to 7, back to 3, and then we're going to play an A, and our A will be open 5th string, 2nd fret of the 4th and 3rd, and then we're going to put our pinky down. We're going to put our pinky down on the 5th fret. You can add the 1st string at 5 also. So it's kind of a form of A. We're just adding those higher notes. Okay, so we have this. just a different way of playing it. I found it really fits the song. So if it works better for you to just play the notes, that's fine. So from the very start of the song, we'll go through the first couple measures of the intro that get you into the actual verse of the guitar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we're into the verse. So here is the start of how the verse goes before they start singing. Alright, what we're doing, we're on the second string at the 3rd fret, and we're going to hammer into a D chord. So we'll be hammering in the 2nd fret of the 3rd and 1st string. So it's a down and then up down, and then a down up, and then take your fingers off, leave that first finger there, and we're going to do down up down, and then repeat. They do that for a full 2 measures before they come in with the singing. And the difference when they come in with the singing is we're going to add an extra hammer on into D. Alright, so once they actually start singing, we'll go to this. That's pretty much consistent throughout the rest of the song. Even when they go into the second, how can I say it? There's 2 songs in one here. So once they go into the Burton Cummings part of the song, they continue that. So you have this. And then you do these notes. This is the bass, but what he's doing is playing the open 4th string to the 5th string at 3 to open, and then 6th string from 3 to 1 back to 3. Once we're into the chorus, it's D, C, G, D, and then D, C, G, D. That repeats. But what they do when they play the D, he adds A over D. Alright, it's more of a powerful chord. And then when he plays the C, he adds the G note. Okay, so it's a G over C. And then a G, straight G, you can play it however you want. And then back to our A over D. So you get the idea of the rhythm. That should help you with the chorus. Add those extra notes. If you want, you can play power chords. So we'll go up to the 1, 3, 5, and we'll add the 6th string to our D, and then the 6th string to our C, and then just a G chord back to our D. So that's another option for you, whatever you're more comfortable with, other than the cowboy chords. And that'll get you through the major part of the song. We're going to go over towards the end when the Burton Cummings part of it comes in, and you'll have the whole thing. We're going to go into a little bridge between the songs where you'll hear the solo. Let's call it the solo. But it's basically the intro and a couple of the licks played through at the same time. So you'll hear this. Alright, so you see me playing those licks. It's the same way that I've written out for the intro. Just listen to it. The only thing we're adding is a little walk up to C from the open A to the 2nd fret and 3rd fret of the 5th string. Alright, but either way, you'll be able to get those notes and play along with it. And then we're into the next part of the song, okay? So the new Mother Nature part. So after that bridge, we're back into the song with the new Mother Nature part. And basically, the keyboards is doing a D minor 7, and the regular guitar is still playing that D add-on. Alright, so anyhow, the keyboard plays its lick. The difference in the song is we're doing a G 7th, okay, instead of a G chord. So our first finger will move to the 1st string at the 1st fret, and then back to D. Again, you'll hear them doing different things. This is 2 songs mixed together, so that's what you're hearing here. It really plays with your ear, but when you're playing the guitar and you play this straight through, you'll be able to hear the parts, and I'll do a playthrough that will help everybody see how this all fits together. So we've got our G7 to D. The last part of the song, they go into a little doo-dah, da-da-da. It's just that D to C with a G in the bass, G to our D with the A in the bass. So there is a live version of them doing this in Hamilton, Ontario, which is fun to play with. And if you do play with that, just move your capo down to the 2nd fret. Burton got a little older and his voice changed, so I'm sure that made it easier for him. But I hope this lesson helps everybody, and enjoy.